So, welcome to episode 12 of Our Garden. I'm starting here with those courgette stuff grown into marrow size. We have beetroots, tomatoes, and normal courgette size. I'll get to that a little bit later, but let's have some flowers to begin with. And this is actually one of my fiance's favorite shots. From here, you can see all the flowers that are blossoming. I'll go a bit closer to them and say a few bits about it. So this plant was a success story because it was only tiny at the beginning, 3-4 months ago, and we thought it's going to die. But Alison, my fiance, has revived it, and it, it's just like a flowing firework that just is permanent. I love it. We have definitely sort of Monet moments here. We have our sage, which is loving it life at the moment. We have thyme. We have chives. We have rosemary. Yeah, and a few more herbs. Here, this is just absolutely beautiful. From the neighbours, we have those lovely passion fruits coming over. And 2 years ago, all this section was overgrown because they grow and grow and grow unless you cut them back. So we continuously have to cut them back, as well as this laurel, just to make light for our plants. But here, this is now in its second bloom. At the bottom we have red, at the top we have pink. That's the same plant, and that's been flowering for 3 months. We have many primroses who've been flowering for 5 months. Yes, so, and here we have the roses, who again, they've been flowering for 2 or 3 months at least, making new shoots here, whilst we already had about 30-40 beautiful yellow flowers, just roses like that one just here. And of course, then at the bottom, they're pink. So we have 2 colors on the same plant. We have those. We think this is some kind of lily. We have those mini sunflowers. Here again, more primroses. They're just fantastic how they just keep coming back, and it's the magic hand of my fiancée, Alison. Yes, and these small. I've just been reminded by Alison that these. We had a ceremony of Alison's passed away brother, and these have been planted in memory of him. He was a very dear friend to my fiancée. Great. So here again, the fascination with hanging baskets, and look, it's like a waterfall coming down. These ivy, and my fiancée puts so much love into all this. Then here we have the vegetable plot that you've seen a few times. The dogs are now getting excited. You can see the heaving with tomatoes, which all have grown from seeds from last year's dropped tomatoes. There's some ripe. You've seen a few ripe ones. Here there's more. Not marrows. Sorry, I'm talking. Courgettes, of course. We have flowers, so there'll be more coming. Yes, and then we have these peppers we have been given by one of my fiance's friends, Nesty. Thank you very much, Nesty. Here they are. One is doing better than the other because that's been covered by tomatoes. Only yesterday did I tie them back a little bit. Right, so yes, and then we have this shrub here, hydrangea. It was 20% of its size just a year ago, because it's received so much love, it's now filling out this whole space.
Put it in the ground and
yes,
more than doubled.
yes, and then behind it we have some purple sprouting broccoli, which has sort of been eaten by the cabbage fly, by the cabbage white, and another one back there. So you can see flowers all around. And then here we have a very special gift that's been given to us by, as a dedication.
My dear friend Ellie has contributed this beautiful fern, which is one of my favourite plants, into the garden. So it now has a loving home. Thank you very much, Ellie, for the fern that's added to our menagerie of beautiful plants and food to eat.
Okay, so we have a beautiful woman in the garden and many beautiful plants. So this, thank you for that, Alison.
You're welcome.
So we have this plum tree, which completely died. It had a white insect on it, which was just sucking all the juice out of it. All the leaves went just 2 or 3 months ago. Now look at it, it's coming back. It's coming back. See whether I can get a better shot of it. Yeah. And then the other plant that had a complete recovery was the fern here, who completely died. You can see this. Bamboo, yes, a fern. Bamboo, absolutely. So it all looked a bit like this branch here, but then with the love and care of, again, my fiancée Alison, it's now just coming back as a beautiful, yes.
My favourite view.
And the favourite view, which I did say right at the beginning of it's just over here. Yes, you can see it's a symphony of colour. Yes, Monet would be proud. I think he'd spend a few months here painting if he was still alive. Yes, so here you have a whole view of the garden. This area over here we're working on, and hopefully in episode 20 or so it'll all be finished, and you'll
Pallets.
see the
We're going to make something very...
with pallets, and we're going to have a lean-to, and we're going to have a shed where we can put the tools in, keep them out of the rain. So thank you for watching, and yes.
Turn it round then, we have to put us in there. Turn the camera. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Happy gardening.